Hi there, everybody. Dave here from Hey You Guys. Welcome to another review from the Hey You Guys Review Show. I am joined by the incredible Linda Marric, our lead critic, and I'm moving house, right? So that's why behind me looks completely boxy and stuff. But I've put a minion, I've put Toothlesses there. We got, if you look carefully, you can see Chewbacca and Dobby as well. Linda's beautifully on air. She wasn't on air at the start. We had to fix that, but she is now on air, so we can begin our review of The First Omen, which Linda actually last week got to chat to Bill Nighy and Nell Tiger Free all about. So you can see that
Yeah.
on Hey You Guys right now. But I think you saw the film, you saw it a while ago, but tell us what it's about and where it fits inside the franchise, which we've just gone through extensively. And I've made a list here of all the Omen films from the last 50 years, 50, no, more than 45 years, starting in 1976. But over to you, Linda.
Yeah, I'm not going to name all of them, but if you want an extensive list, let us know
I can
in
put
the
them on the screen.
put them in the comments, and we can put them on the screen. So this is the sixth movie in the franchise, and the last one released in 2006,
Yeah,
which
which
was
is a fair old while ago now.
yeah, exactly. So this is like a proper reboot. Well, I want to say reboot. It's like a prequel. So this is a proper
The
prequel. I think
first Omen. It's
the
the
first
first one.
prequel. Yeah. So yeah, that's where it sits in the franchise.
Give us a little bit of a background as to what the Omen is and how this one starts it off.
Okay, so this is, as we all know, the story of the first of the very first movie in The Omen. This is about how the church, the supposed Catholic Church, worked hard to bring in the Antichrist, so that and then this child, I think, was it 5, 6 year old child,
Yeah,
um,
something like that.
Damien, who's the son of the British ambassador in Vatican. We slowly start realizing that he is, in fact, the Antichrist. And this movie, The First Omen, sort of tries to explain how we got to that point.
Okay, and Damien, as we know, well known from Only Fools and Horses as well, right?
Yes.
Cut to Rodney looking terrified at Del Boy's son. So now Tiger Free's in this film. She's been in The Servant most recently, I think, for M. Night forgive me,
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan, thank you, and Bill
Shyamalan.
Nighy as well, who are the two sort of leads. We spoke to them last week, as I said. How do they feature in the film?
So Nell is plays a nun, American Catholic nun who travels very familiar if you saw Immaculate. So which is quite bizarre that there's two films that are coming out literally 2 weeks away from each other. So it's a bit bizarre that they are. I think I was chatting to a friend on the way out of the screening, who said, "Oh, I bet that the Omen, the first Omen." People are really pissed off that
Mm,
Immaculate came out before them, but was made. But I'm here to reassure you that they are two very different movies. The story revolves around this young nun who travels from Michigan, I believe, to very young. I mean, like her late teens.
this is this film, right? Not
Yeah, this
Immaculate.
is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
film. Well, but they're very
Right,
similar.
right. I haven't seen Immaculate yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, very similar setups. So she travels to the Vatican, she travels to Rome, and in 1971. So it's a period piece, and she's joining this convent and waiting to be sort of made into like officially into a nun, and then very strange things start to happen, and that's where I'd like to leave it because I don't want to give anything away, and but I think you can guess. I also think if you've seen Immaculate, you can sort of guess what the premise is.
Okay. All right. Nice. And Bill Nighy, how does he feature? I think in your interview last week, he says he was dressed by the Vatican's actual dressers, which is pretty amazing. He seemed quite proud of that, I think.
So he's the cardinal. He's a very he's an official member of the Catholic Church, and I would like to not say too much about that character as well, so that I don't give too much away. And I think it's really worth sort of discovering for yourself. I think it's that too much information is being given in films like this, and I don't like it. I think it's fine to review stuff, but to keep some of it to yourself. And yeah, so I won't tell you too much about it. All I can say is that Nell is absolutely brilliant in this role, and I just like, as I said, I just want to go back to what I was saying about both Immaculate and this being released so close to each other. I don't think, if you're worried about them being a little bit pointless, I think it's worth being reassured in they are two completely different entities. I think Immaculate is very much a cult movie. It's very much a sort of small budget culty movie, very, very sort of like unusual, like a midnight movie. This is very much a mainstream movie, and I think this is very much a movie that is, I actually was extremely impressed with the direction here and the way it looks. I mean, there are some things about it that are a bit too obvious, like horror wise, but I was expecting to not like it at all, seeing as how much I loved Immaculate. They may have the same premise, but they couldn't be more different visually if they tried.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, that's good. A good endorsement. So, okay, I'm going to ask you two questions now. 0 to 5 in scariness. 5 is the scariest.
I would say scary. I would say creepy. Like if you're someone who's creeped out by like the occult. So let's just say I was creeped out by it.
Yeah, this might creep me out then. So, what do you reckon? Is that a 3 out of 5 in sort of creepiness? Do you think, or more than that?
I'd say 4.
Or
I was
4. That's pretty
by
good.
it.
And what's
Yeah,
Immaculate?
Immaculate, I did not find Immaculate scary, but I found it really, like, I found it interesting in the way it presented things.
Okay,
if you know,
cool.
I'm not even going to look at Immaculate as being like a bona fide horror movie. For me, it's more like a giallo kind of like Italian horror from the 70s. But I didn't find, I think that it's stylized, but I don't think it's super scary. But I liked what it said.
Okay. And then next question, the First Omen, 1 to 5, go.
I'm gonna go 4.
4 stars.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4
Wow,
stars.
so that's so it recently that's Ghostbusters had 4. I think Immaculate, did you give 4 or 5?
I gave 4.
Yeah, that's good. And now First Omen 4. I'm
And I
amazed.
think Godzilla is the only one
Oh,
that
Godzilla, we didn't give 4.
we didn't give 4 for Godzilla. I like this, and I think some people are going to disagree with me in because they probably would have preferred Immaculate, and I like both movies, and I think that's very unusual. I don't know. Everyone is calling it the Armageddon Deep Impact effect.
Okay.
Yeah? And I am personally a fan of both movies.
I'm an Armageddon.
Yeah, I like both of them.
That's only because they're Joe Bruckheimer, so you know. It's
I like both of them in equal measure, and I think in this instance, I really do like both, and I think the principal actress is incredible. She delivers this really physical performance that I was like completely taken back, and I think she's done an absolutely. I think without her in it, the film would have really struggled, but I think she gives this incredible performance. I also think it looks really beautiful, the movie.
Amazing.
Really, the cinematography is absolutely out of this world. So yeah, I was consider me impressed.
Wonderful. Well, there you go. That's good. Good news. Well, let us know when you've seen The First Omen in the comments below. It's out Friday the 5th, I think. Is that right? Yeah, Friday the 5th of April. Do let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, tell your friends and all that jazz. And we look forward to seeing you on the next review. Thanks so much, Linda. And I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey!